Hey nerds, welcome to JerBear Reacts, and all good things must come to an end. We're doing our series recap of Supernatural. Not a season recap, but a series. All 15 seasons, all 327 episodes. We're going to do a recap here. It may be a little long-winded. We may miss a bunch of stuff. If you're new here, welcome. This is the wrap-up to Supernatural. This is the final Supernatural video. Not really. We'll watch some tributes and stuff down the road, just like we've done with the Vampire Diaries, the 100, everything else. But I mean, we've watched this whole thing. All 327 episodes are available on Patreon. The first episode and the last episode, season 1, episode 1, the pilot, season 15, episode 20, Carry On. Those will be free on Patreon, I think, starting on June the 1st. You can watch those if you would like, just free little guys. And yeah, all 327 episodes here and on YouTube. We have trailers, we have bloopers. We've ranked things, and it's a whole ordeal. What a long journey we've been on, right? All we're gonna do here is just recap this. We're gonna go over some of the seasons. We're gonna do the full JER Awards. So the only things that could be nominated in the JER Awards are just the winners from the previous season. So this is the win all be all. My plaid shirts are dirty. This is unprofessional, and this is what I got. It's also 5:30 in the morning. I just got off work. I'm tired. I apologize. You're getting this. I'm trying to keep the most energy possible for it. But starting back all the way to season 1, we get introduced to Sam and Dean Winchester, son of John and Mary Winchester. All in all, we go back to just John and Mary and Sam and Dean in that house. John puts the baby to bed. Dean's there with his little brother. Baby's crying. Mary goes to check on him. Thinks John's standing there, but sees John in the couch or in a chair downstairs. Realizes there's a strange man watching over their baby. And then, boom, she's on the ceiling. She burns to a crisp. John gets his sons out of the house. And from that point forward, John Winchester goes on the hunt for the yellow-eyed demon that killed his wife and took the mother away from his kids. Mary, previously a hunter, John was just a regular old dude who got into the game late, became a stone cold badass at it. And Sam and Dean also got roped in over the course of an abusive, toxic, but a conflict, maybe a fan base splitting relationship between the boys and their father. We come to find out over the course of all of this that Mary Winchester had made a deal with the demon way back to bring John Winchester back to life after Azazel killed him in a flashback with Sam and Dean there. It was a full loop thing going on. She got mind wiped. In the first season, Dean confronts his brother out in college and lets him know that Dad's been on a hunting trip and has been back in a few days. Their dad, of course, is missing. They're trying to find him. Come to find out, John was tracking down the cult, which is the one thing that can kill all but 4 things in creation. It's heavily debated. I've read a bunch of stuff about what the 4 things are. I think it's kind of set in stone that it's like the archangels, the 4 horsemen, death, but then there's also like the Leviathan, the bearer of the mark of Cain, God and Amara, and these type of things. So there's 4 things regardless. It's never set in stone about what the cult cannot kill. He goes after Azazel, aka the yellow-eyed demon. We learn over the course of all of this, like Sam has a difficult time making a decision to shoot his father, so they all live and they get hit by a car. John Winchester has the most anticlimactic death in the history of cinema and the history of television. Sam gets addicted to blood. His whole life has been this ploy by Azazel that's supposed to lead to the opening of all the gates to free Lucifer. That's going to cause a battle between Lucifer and Michael that'll end everything that the demons want. Hey, I'm probably missing some shit here. Regardless, it's found out that Sam is supposed to be the vessel for Lucifer, and Dean is supposed to be the vessel for the archangel Michael. And they keep having visions about how this is going to play out over the course of the first 5 seasons. We get this big, huge, coherent story with a bunch of Monster of the Week episodes about the boys, their past, their future, and everything that's laid out in front of them. Sam going through blood addiction, Dean going through the same old just martyr character. And at the end of the day, baby, the Chevy saves the day. And with going through the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, the 7 deadly sins, different gods like Odin, etc., they all get taken care of. We get introduced to a bunch of the other archangels. We get introduced to demons and things and stuffs and suches and Wendigos, not Wendigos. And it ends with Sam being the vessel for Lucifer, jumping into the hole with Michael to be locked into the cage. Michael, who is just their other brother that their dad actually loved, and leaves Dean by himself to go live a normal life with a woman named Lisa, who he fucking Jedi mind tricks later in the show. And what I'm getting at is the first 5 seasons are really, really, really good. They did a great job with Sam and Dean in those first 5 seasons. You take out 3 or 4, maybe 5 Monster of the Week episodes a season, and these are perfect things outside of season 3, which was cut short due to the writer strike or whatever that it was. My only issue with the first 5 is John Winchester's death. It was super anticlimactic. It's just, I don't know, I hated it. It didn't make sense. I get he had more things to do, but still. You can argue story-wise it made sense, but it didn't work for me personally. I think that my ending to the season 5 finale is better than what they gave, and I've argued with people about it, and that's okay. We all have our own opinions. I just think that Samuel, while it had its own issues with Dean Jensen had his own issues with it, instead of baby being the reason for Sam to snap out of it. If, Lucifer takes over Sam, jacket comes off, Dean has his brother's jacket in the pocket, Samuel that Dean threw away. We never see Sam picking it up out of the trash. He just walking out of the hotel, where you can cut right there. And now Dean puts the Samuel back on. He goes to fight Lucifer / his brother, Samsifer, Lamb, whatever the fuck you want to call him. And as he's getting the shit beat out of him, Sam sees the Samuel, helps him snap back into it. Then he could see the car. Then you could have the whole thing. And then bing, bam, boop. There you go. There was more in depth than all the other times I've told that story, but still. And then you can save baby snapping somebody out of it for Dean later on when he's taken over by Michael. You can come back to that same storyline. Season 6 and 7 should have never happened. Season 8, 9, 10, and 11 are pretty much perfect as well. 12, okay, it's decent. 13 or 12, no, 12 is the British Men of Letters. 13 is like, I enjoy this. 14 was dog shit, and then 15 was it was good outside of the final episode. My biggest issue with Supernatural is the lack of side characters. There are so many great side characters, like that dude Frank that died off screen, whatever his name was, and everybody was like, it was fine. It's not. The way that it happened wasn't fine. You could have done it better. Joe and Ellen's death, just as you started to make them reoccurring characters. Charlie's death around season 10 was uncalled for. All these people that they introduced that they really make you care for just to die sucks. Bobby being the biggest one, but it's not the death that I have the problem with. It's the way that they do it. There's so many shows, and you can go Game of Thrones, you can go Breaking Bad, you can go to the Vampire Diaries, you can go all of these routes with even Lucifer with important side characters that meet an untimely demise, and it's done right and it makes you feel things. Season 6, episode 14 of the Vampire Diaries. It makes you feel things. I didn't feel nothing when these characters died because they never made them important enough for me to care about because the main focus was on Sam and Dean. And like I said, season 6 and 7 should never happen. They were dog shit all the way around. They were horrible. Dean mind wiping Ben and Lisa is one of those things that I can't let go. Like, I understand it, but just to never see them again ever and get mentioned once outside of you, tell Sam, don't ever mention them ever again. But then to mention them once after that, but not even saying their names, like, hey, I tried the whole life thing 7 seasons later, it also hurt. I would have loved to have had an episode of Sam and Dean running into Lisa and Ben, who were in a supernatural situation, and Dean having a hard time dealing with it. And like Lisa having a moment of being like, I feel like I know you from somewhere, and Ben having that same thing, and he's just like, I'm just whatever, and have Dean struggle with that mentally, or Lisa and Ben being attacked by monsters, and Sam and Dean saving him, Dean being unable to reveal who he is. Like I said, Lisa picking up on the connection, draw some emotions there because Dean didn't have any sort of relationship after that point in the show. Bobby being the veteran hunter and dying to a gunshot wound by a man named Dick on an exit from a building left me feeling unsatisfying because of how important Bobby is. This is Bobby. You've established him as these boys' real father, and you've taken things away from me. You're making the boys lose a father all over again, and Bobby should have went down swinging. I like that the boys had to adapt and not lean on Bobby as much in his exit, but like it could have just been done better. Again, Charlie's death was uncalled for. Crowley's exit in season 12 is horrendous. I watched a video with Mark Shepard, right? Is that his name? Saying that they didn't want to pick up his contract, but yet he was on the billboard for the show. His exit was beautiful. It was the ultimate sacrifice. Complete good guy move, but he's on a Mount Rushmore of these characters, and when everybody else gets to come back over and over again, Crowley doesn't. Granted, they never put Crowley in a different body with a different actor. That was good because that would have been a slap in the face, but still. He stole the show from his first episode back in season 5, episode 10, giving the Colt to the boys, and he continued day in and day out. His resolution with Rowena would have been absolutely beautiful. A soft, touching moment, fading into bantering, and this annoyance of hints of love would have been great because Rowena wanted her son back, and she mentioned him all those episodes, and it was kind of just a wrap. And they were on the verge and getting rid of his son, this, that, and the other. It could have been better. The British Men of Letters is a big part of, as much of a bore to me as the Leviathans were, who were so cool in that first episode, and then just ended up being dog shit. On the flip side of it, you got Mother Mary. You got Mary Winchester. She's being brought back just to die. Mary was handled poorly. We went on a huge rant about this. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Mary being brought back should have been more impactful, especially with Sam never having a relationship and Dean rekindling with his mom. And they never gave us they never gave us what they should have. Mary was better handled in flashbacks than she was in present time. And I understand fish out of water, woman out of water, whatever, but still. The lack of Jody and Donna on the back end hurts as well. Jack ended up being wholesome. I've already apologized for Kelly Klein. He was a fun addition. I don't think he was a replacement for Crowley, but that's kind of what it feels like, and that's kind of bullshit. Season 14 had some great Monster of the Week episodes, but the story was flat. 15 ended up great, except for the ending. The season 15, episode 19 was a better finale than the last thing. It had more funny brother moments and everything else, and obviously they got hit by COVID on those last 2 episodes. Throwing a Monster of the Week episode around episode 16 or 17 was a mistake. Cass not being around for the finale. Dean choosing to drive his car rather than go visit his mom and dad. They should have held off until they got everybody back. And I understood they had to get it out, but you could have pushed that off. Like, hey, we're going to wait to do this, but it is what it is. Where's the Shadim? The Shadim that Jack was going to summon? Thought that was going to be a threat. Never happened. Where's Nick, the Antichrist? Gone on a beach somewhere. Where's the Colt? You literally gave me something in season 12 or maybe even season 13 where they said, Dean said, can you fix it? After it was melted by Dagon. And Sam said, I don't know, but it's hopeful. I think so. And then outside of a flashback, we never see the Colt again. It's just like they forgot about some plot points at sometimes. I enjoyed the show. I think I could put it in my top 10 all time, especially dedicating like a year plus of my life to it. I've had a lot of major life changes over the course of this. A lot of things coming, a lot of things being planned. I've met a lot of cool people. I've read a lot of cool comments. I've read some very goofy comments and people who get upset over a TV show. And that's okay if you're that passionate about it. And it's been a hell of a ride. It's a one-of-one situation. The Vampire Diaries were 171 episodes. Well, we almost just doubled that. We almost just doubled what we did with the Vampire Diaries. It's not that far off. I mean, we're 20 what 17 episodes away from doubling the Vampire Diaries almost. That's that's insane. But this is a one of one. I don't know the next thing we'll watch anytime soon that'll be as long as Supernatural. Now's the time for short shows. We got to get in and do some shorter things, some one season things. We got to finish Fallout. We have to watch Shogun. We have to watch Marvel 97 or X-Men 97. Ahsoka. There's all these things to pick and prod and get to. It's just going to be time consuming. There's voting going on. I think I know who's going to win, but there's a lot of things. My overall impression of season 15. I wish I could give you such an in-depth analysis, and I just can't. It's not me. I just giving you my thoughts and opinions on it. Is I enjoyed it, and I'm sorry if there were times on the back end where the energy was down and it seemed like there was a lot of nitpicking. But when you get 300 episodes deep into a show and you're not giving me something new or trying to reinvent the wheel at any point, there's times where it's just like you could be doing something better with this phenomenal cast that you have. Then that's okay. We needed more cast. We needed more Crowley. Sam and Dean are beautiful boys. Cass admitting his feelings was beautiful. All these great things. Dean went out just like his father. Stupid death. Sam had a horrible wig and bad old man skin. But it was beautiful. So before we get into the Jer Awards and everything else, that's just my brief 20-minute probably recap of the full season, full series. Seasons 1 through 5 is coherent. After that, it's just bouncing around. Great characters, great moments. It feels like you form a connection with these people. It's just like when I finished the Vampire Diaries, I had to buy some Brothers Bond bourbon because Paul and Ian, Stefan and Damon did such a great job, and there feels like there's the connection there, and there's an emotional ending. And I wasn't even sad about the ending of Supernatural. I was just sad about life, and we just came to the end of something major. So, yeah, here's my chef's kiss for Supernatural. And with that out of the way, it's time to do our Supernatural Jer Awards. That's right, it's the Jer Awards for all 15 seasons of Supernatural, and our first category is favorite episode. Your nominees: Season 1, Episode 9, Home. Season 1 finale, Devil's Trap. Season 2, Episode 12, Night Shifter. That was your Season 2 winner. Season 3, Episode 7, Fresh Blood. Season 4, Episode 1, Lazarus Rising. Season 5, Episode 13, The Song Remains the Same. Season 6, Episode 4, Weekend at Bobby's. Season 7, Episode 1, Meet the New Boss. Season 8, Episode 4, Bitten. Season 8, Episode 23, Sacrifice. Season 9, Episode 5, Dog Dean Afternoon. Season 10, Episode 2, Reichenbach. Season 10, Episode 5, Fanfiction. Season 11, Episode 4, Baby. Season 12, Episode 8, Lotus. Season 13, Episode 16, Scooby Natural. Season 14, Episode 4, Mint Condition. Season 14, Episode 13, Lebanon. Or Season 15, Episode 14, The Last Holiday. I kind of ranked these in order before we got to this moment right here. I have my top 5 episodes. I want to say I think one of the most fun episodes was Last Holiday, and the final season was great. I'm going to give you my top 5 episodes in no order except for the winner, okay? We're going to go Fanfiction, Weekend at Bobby's, Lebanon, Baby, and then your winner for my favorite episode of Supernatural is the Season 4 premiere, Season 4, Episode 1, Lazarus Rising. Really felt like we were getting shot out of the cannon, and that may be shocking because of how much I enjoyed Scooby Natural. It's not in the top 5. Those other episodes are great. Fanfiction, phenomenal. Baby is peak. Just directing, cinematography, all of it. Weekend at Bobby's was so just phenomenal. Lebanon was just so needed for that 300th episode after everything was needed. And Lazarus Rising was just a badass episode introducing Cass and just Dean. All of it. All of it. Oh, fuck. It's so good. Don't forget, at any point, You can put your own Jer awards in the comments. You can follow with me here because god dang. Favorite scene from season 1, episode 16, Sam and Pops hugging. Season 2, episode 16, the Sixth Sense twist reveal. Season 3, episode 7, Dean showing Sam how to work on his car. Season 4, 14, Bobby's FBI phone call. Season 5 premiere, Bobby letting Sam know he'd never give up on him. From 6-4, Bobby punking out Crowley. From 7-10, Bobby waking up and calling the boy idiots. From 8-23, Dean stopping Sam. From 8-11, Sam and Dean LARPing. From 8-14, Dean getting his own room. From 9-9, Cass stealing Theo's grace. From 10-3, Crowley stealing Adina's grace for Castiel. From 11-21, Dean asking God's permission, or Dean asking God's question. From 12-15, Crowley shutting down Lucifer's powers. From 12-22, Sam and Dean and Mama Mary all hugging. From 13-20, Jack using his wings to protect Mary. From 14-13, John Winchester scenes. From 15-18, Cass's dialogue to Dean. And from 15-19, Sam and Dean's plan is revealed to Chuck. It's a lot to keep up with when I'm reading those. But I think my favorite scene here is going to sound silly. My two really big favorite scenes, one of them is Dean showing Sam how to work on his car after they had some brotherly turmoil. But season 12, episode 22 finale with Sam, Dean, and Mama Mary all sharing that big hug. Oh, man, it warmed my heart. It was just really good stuff. It was just really good. I think I will give it to Sam, Dean, and Mama Mary. Dean stopping Sam from doing the, shutting the gates and stuff was awesome. Crowley shutting down Lucifer's power was great. John Winchester's scenes were awesome. But man, that hug between the mom and the boys, I don't get much better than that. Most heartbreaking scene from season 1, episode 9, Dean begging his dad for help. From 2-17, Madison's entire death scene. From 3-8, Sam and Dean's Christmas. From 4-3, Dean telling his mom not to get out of bed in the future. From 5-13, Sam talking to younger John and Dean talking to younger Mary. From 6-16, Rufus's death. From 7-10, Bobby's death. From 8-20, Charlie reading to her mom for the last time. From 9-3, Dean telling Cass he can't stay. From 10-21, Charlie's death. From 11-9, Sam realizing he's being played by Lucifer. 12-11, Dean forgetting his own name. 13-1, Cass's funeral. 14-13, Mary knowing John had to leave. From 15-9, Dean praying to Cass. My runner-up for most heartbreaking scene was Sam talking to younger John and Dean talking to younger Mary in 5-13. But in 4-3, our first time really kind of getting that time travel. Dean telling his mom that no matter what she does, not to get out of bed in the future. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. For some reason, of everything that happened, that one struck a nerve. I don't even know why. I have no relation to it. I have no connecting story. It just felt real and painful. So yeah, that's my most heartbreaking scene. To flip it on a lighter note, for the funniest scene from 1-3, with your sense of direction, no wonder you couldn't find a decent pickup line. From 2-5, Andy taking Dean's car. I forgot about Andy, dude. From 3-10, Dean cranky from the lack of sleep. From 4-5, rehymenated. From 5-21, Crowley showing the photos of him kissing Bobby. From 6-10, Cass watching porn. From 7-21, Metatron versus Megatron. From 8-6, burning the remains of a Confederate soldier in a town full of rednecks. From 9-3, Cass telling the boys he had sex. From 10-5, Dean vibing to the music cool. From 11-16, Rufus telling the leader of the neighborhood watch, it's officially none of her damn business. From 12-11, is this live Skinamax? Dean to Sam and Rowena. 13-16, the Scooby Gang having an existential crisis. From 14-15, my prostate shaped like a papaya. And from 1514, Mrs. Butter's reaction to Jack killing Mary, him saying he killed her. I'll give you the Mount Red. God, there's so many good ones. Megatron versus Metatron killed me. My prostate shaped like a papaya is one of the funniest fucking sentences on this earth. Dean being cranky from the lack of sleep, saying he was going to kill himself, was hilarious. Cass watching porn was also funny. But the thing that got me the most was Crowley showing the photo of him and Bobby kissing. Yeah, because it was so out of left field. I didn't believe it. And Bobby's just like, and it's, I'm not, the Metatron Megatron thing's fucking pretty good though. Cass telling the boys he had sex, the rehymenated. Come on, dude. There's so many good moments in this show. So many funny moments that just, it's peak. It's just peak. Favorite kiss from season 1, episode 19, Sam and Sarah. From 217, Sam and Madison. 3-2, Dean and Lisa. From 4-9, Sam and Ruby. From 5-10, Dean and Joe. From 6-10, Castiel and Meg. From 7-6, Bobby and Jody. From 8-11, Charlie and Gilda the Fairy. From 9-7, Dean and Robin. From 10-7, Cass and Hannah. From that was her name. I keep forgetting it was Hannah. 12-6, Dean and Sam kissing Jody on the cheek. That says killing Jody on the cheek. That sounds so much worse. 13-16, Velma and Sam. 14-13, John kissing Mary on sight. And 15-9, Sam kissing Eileen. Now, for me, Sam and Sarah in season 1, episode 19, they had so much chemistry. So much. That I think that's my front runner. Like, that's a relationship that needs to happen in the show. It didn't happen. Castiel and Meg was such a fun little ship that I know they couldn't expand more on because of the things that happened with the Meg actor. But still, solid. Velma and Sam was great. Sam and Dean kissing Jody on the cheek is so beautiful. Charlie and the fairy godmother, whatever she was, awesome. I know a lot of people didn't vibe with the Bobby and Jody thing. It didn't bother me. Sam kissing Eileen felt a little forced. They definitely had a relationship. It was there. But like an episode like earlier, like, or a couple episodes later, like him and his wife, or, you know, get to act in the same episode, even though she's just in the empty. Yeah, it's probably a little awkwardness. But my favorite kiss of the entire show was John Winchester kissing Mary on sight. As soon as he was like, you know, it's what we did it all is to avenge mom. And they're like, about that. And he just got up and he went straight to her. And man, that's perfect. It's a perfect kiss that they were just at one point a wholesome couple at tragedy hit. But at the end of the day, that's his baby. That's her man. It doesn't get, that's a landslide. That's one of the only things on here where I'm like, that's easily number one, other than the next one. I'm going to go through these and I'm just going to tell you the winner because to me, nothing came close to it the entire show. Favorite kill, nominees, Season 2, 22, Dean killing the yellow-eyed demon. From 3-5, Sam killing the Crossroads demon. From 4-16, Sam killing Alistair. From 5-18, Dean killing Zachariah. From 6-22, Cass killing Raphael. From 7-17, Cass killing the demons while getting his memories back. 8-2, Sam killing Bo with Mjolnir. From 9-19, Jody killing Mama. From 10-22, Dean shooting Eldon in the head. From 11-11, Cassifer, Cass and Lucifer together, killing the angel. From 12-9, Cass killing Billy. From 13-18, Gabriel killing Asmodeus. From 14-17, Jack killing Nick. And from 15-14, Mrs. Butters, Sub-Zero killing that fucking Nazi. My favorite kill of the entire show wasn't mentioned, and it happened in the first season. 307 episodes took place after this kill, and nothing ever topped it. From season 1, episode 20, John Winchester killing Luther the vampire with the Colt. Jesus Christ. It was beautiful. It was a lot cooler in my head than when I watched it back. But man, that kill was fucking gnarly. Gnarly. Absolutely beautiful. For favorite quote, we don't have one from every season, I don't think. Sometimes I just didn't have one down. From 215, blah, 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 blah. Bleh. Sam. From 4-5, I've been rehymenated. Dean. From 5-2, I've got a GED and a give 'em hell attitude. Now figure it out. Dean. From 7-6, well, if you're going to be stupid, you might as well be smart about it. Bobby to the boys. I love you. I know. Dean and Charlie, Season 8, Episode 20. You're good, but I'm Crowley. From 9/11. I'm choosing me. I didn't put who said that, actually. I think that was Sam in 10-17. I'm ready to die. I'm ready to watch people I love die, but I'm not ready to be your bitch. From Season 11, Episode 10, Sam to Lucifer. Metatron to God in Season 11, Episode 20, at least I wasn't a coward. Pass, Sam to Dr. Hess in Season 12. And I would have gotten away with it too. Jay to Sam, Dean, and Cass in Season 13, Episode 16. Poughkeepsie, Sam to Dean in Season 14, Episode 10. And then in Season 15, Episode 14, Ignoring Your Trauma Doesn't Make You Healthy. And that is Sam to Dean. Also, Crowley said Poughkeepsie once, and that should have been on here. I don't remember when that was. So I will tell you this. Ignoring Your Trauma Doesn't Make You Healthy is a phenomenal quote just in general in life. I think my favorite quote is the one that Sam said, that I'm ready to die. I'm ready to watch people I love die, but I'm not ready to be your bitch. That was Sam saying that to Lucifer. It was such a powerful line. I think that's the winner, but a very, very close runner-up as well. If you're going to be stupid, you might as well be smart about it. Because that's a very real... Like, if you're going to be stupid about something, like, be smart about the stupid decision. If you know you're going to go do something dumb, be smart about it. And if you're confused on that sentence, I promise it makes sense. But yeah, I'm not ready to be your bitch from Sam to Lucifer. That's the best quote. Favorite case? From 1-3, River Monster. From 2-20, The Djinn. From 3-3, The Lucky Rabbit's Foot. 4-8, The Wishing Well. 5-7, Poker Game. 7-3, The Kitsune. From 8-4, Bitten. From 9-7, Boys Home. From 10-11, Oz. From 11-4, Ghoulpire. 12-10, Angel Human Baby. From 12-11, Regarding Dean. 13-4, Therapist Shifters. From Season 14, Hatchet Man. And from 15-4, Vampire Billy. There's a lot of solid ones. I'm going to give you my top 4 here. The Poker Game's going to come in at number 4 because it was fun. Stakes were on the line. It was great. Bitten's a runner-up because it wasn't really about Sam and Dean. It was about werewolves, and that was awesome. River Monsters in Season 1, Episode 3 is such a good episode of television for me for some reason. I just love it. My favorite case that they did was Hatchet Man. Hatchet Man is such a good episode all the way around. 10 out of 10. Would watch the Hatchet Man episode on its own. Favorite monster from season... I'm going to give you the winner at the end. How about that? From Season 1, Episode 1, The Woman in White. From 2:16, The Haunted Highway. From 3:11, Loki. From 4-5, Dracula / The Shapeshifter. From Season 6, Episode 5, Vampires. Season 8 was Werewolves. From 9-4 was The Wicked Witch. Season 10 was Dean. Season 14 was Hatchet Man. And Season 15 was God. But your winner for favorite monster of the entire show is your Season 5, Season 11, Season 12, and Season 13 winner. 3 straight seasons, 4 seasons overall, and that is the one, the only, Lucifer. Morning Star. Lucifer is the best monster of this entire show. Sorry. Next, we're going to go to favorite ship. Season 1 was Sam and Sarah. Season 2, Sam and Madison. 3, Dean and Bella. Season 4, Sam and Ruby. Season 5, Dean and Lisa. Season 6, Bobby and Ellen. Season 7, Bobby and Jody. Season 8, Sam and Amelia. Season 9, Dean and Robin. Season 10, Castiel and Hannah. Season 11, Dean in his car. Not in a sexual way, just platonic. Season 12, Sam and Eileen. Season 13, Sam and Velma. Season 14, John and Mary. And season 15, the only relationship we had was also Sam and Eileen. So the only two-time winner, technically, is Sam and Eileen. But that's not my favorite ship. For Sam, I think my favorite ship that he had was probably with, I don't know, because him and Sarah was just like a little thing. They just had so much chemistry. Sam and Amelia was a lot of fun. But my favorite ship was Dean and Lisa, because Dean did get his life. He did have a boy. He had all these things. He went back to it. She supported him. She knew everything he was going through. And it didn't work. Dean went about it the wrong way. He mind wipes her. And it's just tragic. And even if it was the right thing to do, it's heartbreaking. That's the only way I can word it, is it's heartbreaking. I loved Lisa. I love Ben. I love those characters for Dean. And it just... She should have came back at some point, is all I'm saying. Even them helping her or something. I don't know. I don't know, man. It just... That's my favorite ship. My favorite ship for Dean was Lisa. My favorite ship for Sam was probably Amelia, even though him and Sarah had a lot of chemistry. Favorite friendship, you already know who fucking won this, but it doesn't matter. Season 4 winner was Dean and Cass. Season 5 was Bobby and the boys. Season 6 was Bobby and Rufus. Season 9 was Dean and Crowley. And Season 10 was Castiel and the boys. But your Season 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 winner, 10-time winner, and 5-time back-to-back defending favorite friendship winners is Sam and Dean Winchester. They had some struggles and secrets and stuff, but god dang it, if they didn't really come together in that last stretch just to show their brotherly love, absolutely beautiful. Sam and Dean's best friendship overall. Outside of the brothers, it would be Bobby and Rufus. Easily. Favorite character. Your winners from past seasons. Season 1 was Sam. Season 2 is Dean. Seasons 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 was Bobby. Seasons 8, 9, 10, and 12 was Crowley. Cassifer / Lucifer was my favorite in season 11 and in season 13 with Lucifer. Nick was my favorite character in season 14, and Mrs. Butters was my favorite character in season 15. So Bobby won it 5 times, Crowley won it 4, and Lucifer technically won it 3 if you count Nick. Crowley's very easily a favorite character for a lot of people. My personal favorite character this entire show, Crowley is right there, but for me, it's Bobby. It's just Bobby. He made the most sense. He was the real father. He's not a stepfather. He's just a father that stepped up. I love Bobby. It breaks my heart. He's my favorite character from Supernatural, just so you all know. There's your official winner. Least favorite character, racist truck guy, Cyrus from season 1, Detective Peter from season 2, Lilith in season 3, Patrick Vance, the magician in season 4, Michael in season 5, Raphael in season 6, Jeffrey in season 7, Martin in season 8, Metatron in season 9, the Steins, who I completely forgot about, the Frankensteins, in season 10, Simmons in season 11, the British Men of Letters in season 12, Hitler in season 12 as well, Asmodeus in season 13, Michael in season 14, and Chuck in season 15. The racist truck guy was up there for a long time, clear-cut winner, just a piece of shit all the way around. I think that's the runner-up, and I'm going to make Michael my least favorite character of the entire show, but not the season 5 version, specifically the season 14 version when it was Dean playing Michael, because I just did not give a shit. I didn't care every time he was on screen. Did nothing for me. Most underrated character. Season 2 winner was Ash. Season 3 was Ruby. 4 was Crowley. Season 5 and 7 was Bobby. Season 6 was Balthazar. Season 8 was Kevin. Season 9 was Castiel. 10 was Charlie. Season 11 and 14 was Rowena. Season 12 was Jody. Season 13 was Ketch. And season 15 was Jack for most underrated, with my most underrated character of the entire show, which is not going to make a whole lot of sense because he was very prominent, is Bobby. You can make the argument for Charlie if they would have kept her around. I think Rowena also deserves this reward. Don't get me wrong, or award. But Bobby was the glue. And I think he went to the wayside a few times for people. Even for Sam and Dean at one point, they took him for granted. I think Rowena, with her swap from trying to kill the boys and do this, that, and the other, to doing whatever she can to help them, even sacrificing her own life, I think she also deserves that. I think they're interswappable. That's it for the awards. We're now going to get into ranking the finales and ranking the seasons. I'm going to do the finales first. The finales' names should be in numerical order, 1 through 15, somewhere on screen. I'm hoping. Hopefully I'm not that lazy. I just leave it. Now we're gonna start ranking them in order. You ready? Least favorite finale. So we're going from bottom to top. The worst. Season 7, we entitled Alone. This was Sam and Dean ending up separated and alone. Season 15, we dubbed Stairway to Heaven. Dean and Sam dying. Season 6, Out with the Old, In with the New. Cass becoming an all-powerful being. Season 14, God Was Never on Your Side. God's revealed as being the final boss. Season 13, There Are Strings on Me. Dean letting Michael in and killing Lucifer. Season 9, Born Again. Dean dying, but coming back to life as something new, a demon. Season 11, I'm sorry, I can't be perfect or just family. God and Amara making up. Season 12 is My Sacrifice, with Crowley, Cass, and Mary all sacrificing themselves. Season 3, Time's Up, Lilith sicking the Hellhounds on Dean. Season 2, A Deal with the Devil, Dean's deal for Sam's life. And that leads us into the top 5, which number 10 for me is Lock and Key, removing the mark, Rowena leaving with the Codex, and Cass attacking Crowley. This could easily go up, but I like the other ones better. In the top 4, Mount Rushmore, number 8, and they all fall down, the angels being cast from heaven. Number 3 on this list is season 4, The Double Agent, Ruby succeeding in getting Lucifer back. Your runner-up is season 1, entitled Exorcist / We Don't Trade Lives, Captain. And that's Sam not shooting John to kill the demon. And then your winner for favorite finale, even though it wasn't listed for favorite episode, which is weird, is season 5, Down the Rabbit Hole / Goodbye for Now. And that's Sam taking over Lucifer and jumping into the cage with Michael. Holy shit, it's still the highest rated episode, 9.7. Perfection. So there's your rankings. Favorite was 5, least favorite was 7. You can let me know your own too if you'd like. So what about for favorite season? Ooh boy. Favorite season started with my least favorite. It had to deal with the Leviathans. We dubbed it the Steaming Pile of Ooze. It's season 7. Dog shit. Also dog shit was season 6, which was the Campbells, Balthazar, Heaven Weapon, Soulless Sam, Cass, and Crowley, which we entitled A Scrambled Mess. Season 14, Lucifer and Nick playing the boys like a fiddle, which we entitled The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Number 12 is the British Men of Letters and Lucifer's Baby. Just the British are coming. Who gives a fuck? Season 15, the boys had to fight God. We entitled that Revelations. Season 13, we dubbed There and Back Again, dealing with the multiverse as Modius and Jack. Season 9 was the Metaverse, which was Metatron running Heaven, plus the Abaddon stuff. Season 3, this TikTok, Dean's Last Year to Live. It was wounded by the writer strike. I don't like it as much as the others. Season 1, 2.5 Men hunting for Dad to kill Yellow Eyes. Season 2, Deal or No Deal. John and Dean's deals at the start and the end of the season. Top 5 now. At number 5, we have Season 10, Oh Hi Mark, which is the Mark of Cain, which could easily fucking go up because I love that shit. In the Mount Rushmore, Episode 8, Season 8, I Write Sins, Not Tragedies, Closing the Gates to Heaven and Hell. Again, the joke is there if you still haven't picked up on it. Top 3, Season 11, Yin and Yang, the light versus the dark. Number 2, Castiel pulled Dean from hell, breaking one of the seals, or breaking all the seals, whatever, however it worked. We entitled that Season 4, Touched by an Angel, which only leaves one thing left. My favorite season of the entire series was Season 5, that we entitled Apocalypse Now, aka Lucifer's Rising. Favorite season was 5, least favorite was 7, which was the same for the finales too. How about that? 5 was perfect. 1 through 5 is just perfect. Another chef's kiss. And there is all of the JerBear awards. This next part right here is just for Patreon peeps. Your dice roll that I rolled for season 15, episode 20 was we rolled 15 D20s. Here's what we got. 1, 3, 7, 7, 8, 11, 11, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 17, 17, and 20 for a grand total of 171, which is the amount of episodes the Vampire Diaries had. So that was there. All of that information for just that season can be found in the season 15 recap. Your overall dice statistics, the most rolled number was the number 20. That was rolled 41 times throughout the entire show. Most rolled in a season was 7 and 15. That was rolled 5 times in season 8. 18 was rolled 5 times in seasons 1, 10, and 11. 2 was rolled 5 times in season 12. And 20 was rolled 5 times in season 13. We never rolled anything more than 5 times in a season. The least rolled was the number 6. That was rolled 12 times. Oh, wait. Yeah, so most rolled was 20, least rolled was 6. Most rolled in a season. There you go, sorry. Highest number was 20, rolled 41 times. Lowest number was 1, rolled 20. Double digits beat single digits, 59% of the rolls to 41%, or 261 to 179. Evens beat odds, 53 to 47%, or 232 to 208. Numbers matching the episode, we had 18 of them. 2-8, 5-12, 6-9, 6-10, 7-7, 7-12, 8-14, 9-13, 9-14, 9-20, 10-14, 11-18, 12-13, 14-13, 15-13, 15-18, 15-19, and 15-20. Numbers not rolled was 0. Number 20 was our lowest. We rolled 20 every single season. Season 15, we rolled every single number. First time that's ever happened. Absolutely beautiful. The number that was rolled, sorry, I got to squint here. The number that was rolled the most on a single episode was the number 20 that was rolled 5 times during episode 15s. We went through 327 episodes. We went through 15 seasons. We just did all the JerBear awards, but the one thing we haven't done is did our in memoriam. Don't worry, I'm not listing off everybody that died throughout 15 seasons. It's just the important peeps. So are you ready? Starting with season 1. Rest in peace or rest in piss to the following. Season 1, Mary, the Lady in White, Jess, Bloody Mary. Season 2, John Winchester, Ronald Resnick, Molly McNamara, Madison, Tiny, Ash, Lily, Andy, Ava, Jake, and the Yellow-Eyed Demon. Season 3, Crossroads Demon, Kubrick, Gordon Walker, Karen Singer, Nancy Fitzgerald, Victor Hendrickson, Bella Talbot, Ruby's host, Dean Winchester. Season 4, The Spirits of Meg Master, Victor Hendrickson, the twins, and Ronald Resnick, Grandma Campbell, Grandpa Campbell, young John Winchester, Travis, Jack Montgomery, the shapeshifter, Lucy, werewolf, mummy, Dracula, Pamela Barnes, Adam Milligan / Winchester, Jimmy Novak, Lilith, and Ruby. Season 5, Joe Harville, Ellen Harville, Anna Milton, Karen Singer, Sam and Dean Winchester, Odin, all the other gods Lucifer killed, Gabriel / Loki, Zachariah, Castiel and Bobby, both brought back. Season 6, Mark, Gwen, and Samuel Campbell, Misha Collins, Rufus Turner, Lenore, Eve, Dr. Matt, Lisa and Ben's Memory, Dr. Eleanor, Balthazar, Raphael. Season 7, Amy Pond, Osiris, Bobby Singer, Emma, Frank Devereaux. Season 8, Martin, Samandriel / Alfie, Henry Winchester, Prometheus, Zeus, Meg Masters, ? I'm Ron Burgundy, Gertrude Middleton / Charlie's mom, Sarah Blake. It was pointless to kill her anyways. Season 9, Kevin Tran, Abaddon, Tessa Gadriel. Season 10, The Wizard of Oz, Kane, Amelia Novak. What? Oh, never mind. Charlie Bradbury, and Death. Season 11, Hannah, Deputy Jenna, Lynn Fletcher, Metatron, and Donatello, brought back. Season 12, Magda, Hitler, Vince Vincenti, Billy the Reaper, Wally, Gavin McLeod, Alpha Vampire, Mick Davies, The Cult, Dagon, Alicia Barnes, Eileen Leahy, brought back, Crowley, Castiel, brought back, Kelly Klein. Season 13, Missouri Mosley, Kaya from Our World, Donatello Redfield again, Asmodeus, Loki, Kevin Tran 2, Gabriel, Lucifer Morningstar. Season 14, David Yeager / Hatchet Man, Alternate Michael, Jack Snake, Jack the Snake Roberts, Nick, Mary Winchester, Jack Klein. And from Season 15, Kevin Tran, Rowena, Dark Kaya, Adam, Lilith, Donna, Charlie 2, Donna's a question mark, she's fine, Bobby 2, Billy, aka Death, Castiel, Lucifer, Michael, Dean, and Sam Winchester, with one more pass through for John Winchester, Pamela Barnes, Jimmy Novak, Ruby, Joe and Ellen Harville, Amy Pond, Bobby Singer, Meg Masters, Kevin Tran, Kane, Amelia Novak, Charlie Bradbury, Death, Metatron, Mick Davies, The Cult, Kelly Klein, Missouri Mosley, Our World's Kaya, Gabriel, Lucifer Morningstar, Jack Snake, Mary Winchester, Kevin Tran, Rowena, Dark Kaya, Adam, Billy, Castiel, Dean Winchester, and Sam Winchester. May all those people right there that just reset again rest in peace, and may Lucifer rest in hell forever, or burn, I don't care. So there you go. That's our in memoriam. That's 15 seasons and an hour worth of fucking talking about this show. Not even that fully in depth. We just gave out the Jer Awards. I don't think any other series would ever go this long. You can let me know your own Jer Awards in the description box or in the comment section down below. Your own season rankings. We'll do more stuff. We got some more things to do. This is just going to be the last video. I'm just knocking it out. Stuff to actually rank the characters and do a couple of things. And like I said, my overall opinion is a great show with some flaws, but I enjoyed watching it. And when it comes down to it, somebody asked me to rank. They asked me to rank the shows I've watched between the Vampire Diaries, the originals, and Supernatural. In that order. The Vampire Diaries, the original, Supernatural, that would be first to last. No disrespect to Supernatural. I think it's going to be in my top 5 for the shows we've watched on the channel for sure, but just those other shows just have a lot more in my chest. And on that note, there's not much to say. It was a great show. It was a great ride. We'll get back to the tributes. I got some sleep hitting me now. It's nothing to do with any of this. But I appreciate you guys for the love and support over the last year and 3 months. That's 15 months together for 15 seasons, 327 episodes with those two goobers. And I hope you stick around for the more stuff on the channel that we post. Or if this is it, and this is the end of the line for you, thank you for your time and effort. I know people made me a part of their daily routine with eating and hanging out and watching these things and debating it. And it's not lost on me. I think that's pretty fucking cool. And I hope you all have a beautiful day. I can't wait to see you for the next show if you show up. Hopefully you enjoy all the other stuff we've been posting, new things coming, and just, as always, links and everything will be in the description box down below. Playlist will be up on screen. Stay cute, stay hydrated, and just carry on.